Hey guys, it's Ernestine Romero. Keep it right here with Throwdown Mix. And of course, my really special friend, Mr. KJ, Mr. Karaoke Joe. Check out my website at ErnestineRomero.com. Besos, un abrazo para todos ustedes. Bye.
Hi everyone, this is Rosa from Washington State.
Hi, this is Sonia de la Paz.
This is G5 from Naples, Florida.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ray Ray from San Antonio, Texas.
Hi, this is Erica with Meant to Be Promotions from San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, this is Juan Man from Burke Burnett.
Hello, this is Hilda M. Peña from HP Promotions.
Hey y'all, this is Laura Cameron from Tampa, Florida.
This is Ruben Hernandez from New Mex Radio.
¿Qué pasa, raza? This is Javier El Gatito Hernandez from New Mex Radio.
Make sure you listen to Karaoke Joe.
Hey, this is Rebecca Denise from the Monday Night Jam Session.
This is Kayla Ulrich from Del Norte, Colorado.
This is the Godfather, Mr. Tejano Swag.
Aisha, muévete conmigo.
This is New Mexico's very own Reyes Lil Ray Montoya, and you're on the mix with Karaoke Joe on Throwdown.
This is Olivia.
Willie.
Parents of the late great Ernestine Romero
from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
And I'm in the mix with Karaoke Joe.
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 It's time to throw down. Let's go.
Time to throw down. Let's go.
I'm in the mix with Karaoke Joe. Time to throw down. Let's go.
Time to throw down. Let's go.
Y aquí estoy en el mix con Karaoke Joe.
And I'm in the mix with Karaoke Joe, and it's time to throw down. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go.
And I'm in the mix with my brother Karaoke Joe. Time to throw down.
We are in the mix with KJ. Karaoke Joe. Time to throw down. Let's go.
This is Perla Judith, and you're listening to this year's Best Internet Radio Personality winner.
KJ always says, time to throw down. Let's go.
Let's go.
And you're listening to Karaoke Joe on Throwdown Mix.
Time to throw down. Let's go.
All right, guys. Once again, thank y'all so much for joining me. This is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio's very own Big G's. TC Radio got a special presentation. I'm actually going to do two shows today. I'm doing this special presentation right now. And then tonight, after the Texas Tech Liberty Bowl football game, I'm going to do a full show for y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody can join me. Share this to all your favorite groups. Tag all your friends. Tag all the fans of Ernestine Romero, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been wanting to do this. I was going to do this a couple of weeks ago, and then my broadcaster was messing up, and I guess the good Lord had a reason for everything, because we want to make sure. I want to make sure I make this as perfect as possible, and I know it can never be perfect enough. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to y'all the induction of Ernestine Romero into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. What I got included on this show right quick is going to be memory reel that we put together. Some of my favorite videos that Ernestine put out there on her Facebook Live, or that she put out there. There's a cute little video of her when she's tiny little dancing to La Sombra. And then I got a very, very special interview that I did with Ernestine's parents, Mr. Will and Miss Olivia. So if everybody could join me, guys, again, tag all the Ernestine Romero fans out there. Tag all your friends out there, and just sit back and enjoy the first part of my two-show series today on Big G's TC Radio. Again, thank you everybody for joining me. A little shout out to Reba out there. Reba, I hope you're feeling better out there. Little shot going out to the boss out there, Vic G, Vic Gonzalez out there. Liz, hey, how you doing? Again, guys, I'm going to let everybody join in and everything, but just sit back and relax, and we've got some amazing moments from our angel above, La Reina de Nuevo Mexico, La Jovencita, Ernestine Romero. So thank you, everybody, for joining me, and let's get it going. Pura vida, baby. Let's go. All right, guys. Once again, thank y'all so much for joining me out there. This is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio's very own Big G's TC Radio with a special broadcast today. This is the induction of our angel, Ernestine Romero, into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. Tag all your friends out there, share to all your favorite groups out there, and let's start the memories down there. Like I said, we've got some memory videos that I'm going to be throwing down for y'all. I've got some performances of Ernestine, and then we've got the actual induction from the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame, including a very personal interview that I was allowed to do with Ernestine's parents, Olivia and Will. I hope everybody can join me. Again, this is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from Big G's TC Radio. Pura vida, baby. Let's go. La Reina. Once again, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me in this celebration. Hall of Famer Ernestine Romero.
Llegaron los bomberos con la boya que se armó. Y uno dijo conmigo.
right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me. We got a special presentation that I'm going to be doing for y'all today. Now, like I said, we're going down memory lane. We're just going to be dropping down some different clips going out there for y'all of Ernestine when she was tiny to some performances at the Tejano Music Awards Fanfare, and all the way up to the actual induction of Ernestine Romero into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. I'm going to start with, let me see, what do I got here? Let me see. Okay, this is actually the highlight reel that her family had sent me. Her family had sent me some pictures. They wanted me to put a highlight reel together for Ernestine, and so I did it. But I also included her voice from when she actually won the New Mexico Hispano Music Awards CD Album of the Year. She had a speech in there that really touched my heart, because in that speech she said, "Thank y'all for keeping my music and legacy alive," and it just, to me, it fit perfectly with the induction into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. So let me go ahead and start it up for y'all guys. Again, share. Felipe, what's up? Rick Balderrama, hello. Share and make sure everybody tags all the Ernestine Romero fans out there, family out there. Share to all your favorite groups out there, guys.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just glad to have my parents here with me. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting my music.
Felipe, only tears of joy is what you would want us to do. We're in celebration, ladies and gentlemen, the Hall of Famer. old right here. 2 years old right here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was a performance that she did at San Saba South at the Tejano Music Awards fanfare. This young lady right there was singing the entire song with Ernie, plus all of Ernie's other ones. So Miss Olivia had me giving out CDs to the fans, so I had to give her one. She had that whole side packed. Look at this little boy here. So guys, I'm going to take you back a little bit here. She was 4 years old right here. This is a video that Ernestine actually put together, and let me stop this right quick. She actually put this video together. You can find it on her YouTube page, on her Facebook page. At one point, some of the music does get muted out, where Facebook mutes music, you know. But she put on there, I guess I was destined to be a performer ever since I was little. This is actually a video of her dancing at 4 years old on top of the table in her little green, yellow tutu, dancing to the one and only La Sombra. Watch, she has the moves down. If you watch the original La Sombra video, the step. I love it. Now, guys, this is one of my favorite songs because of this video right here and the way she was in her Facebook Lives.
I know, you gotta get the face right.
That giggle.
Woo. All right. Yeah, you gotta do the face with me. Like, ready? Right? Okay. We'll wait to see some more people on. Wait. People are getting on. Yay. No. Hey guys, it's me, Ernestine Romero, and we are practicing my latest single, La Indecorosa. And David spilled it earlier that everybody calls me Ernie, so yeah, no. Yeah. So we just want to say hi to everybody. Terry says hi, David. Yay! Hi, Terry. Hi. Hola. Woohoo. A big shout out to everybody that's on right now. Hey, Leonard. Hey. Where's Peggy? Tell her she needs to get on. I tagged her. Yes. So if you guys are ready, hi, Diane. How are you? Okay. So we're going to do this song, and the guys are here ready. There's Philly B right there. Boom. Say hi, Philly B.
Boom.
What's up? All right. There's Jesse. Julian, Jesse Jr. Wait, somebody's calling me. There's Stefan. Hi. And there's David. Okay, so we're going to do this song. We want you guys to listen, okay? Here we go. Here we go.
One of my favorites of hers. She was like, "Hi, Mom." Move your chairs and dance along with them, guys. Once again, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. We're doing a presentation of the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame induction of our angel above, Ernestine Romero. Little birthday shout going out to Hilda out there. Thank you for joining us. Make sure y'all join me for my second show tonight. We're going to do a special presentation going out to Hilda. Don't want to miss it.
We're getting ready for Los Quince Grandes in Nuevo Mexico next Saturday, November 18th at the Route 66 Casino. We want to see you. Show starts at 7:30, so we want to see you guys there, okay? So big shout out to everybody that's watching. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? And a big shout out to Felipe in the house. Kayla, hey girl, how's it going? Also, Rodriguez, yes, we need to get together soon, okay? For sure. Big shout out to my girl Tina. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. And Miranda's in the house. Hey, Miranda. You gotta show Malia so she can sing with me, okay? So a big shout out to Terry. Terry's dancing, David. Okay, she's showing dancing over here. Yes. All right. Armando, thank you so much. Hey, Steve. Marcelina. Woo. Yay. Yeah. So I wanted to say a big shout out to all you guys. So proud of my guys in the band. You know, we're really awesome. We're only missing Mancha tonight. He's performing with us, so he'll be with us for sure next Saturday. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Now, guys, like I said, just doing a special presentation out here, but going through some memories of Ernestine Romero. Again, a big thank you going out to everybody out there for joining us. Big shout going out to Hilda, like I said, celebrating her birthday. I am going to do 2 shows today. This show I'm only dedicating to the induction of the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. And then later after the Texas Tech football game, then I'm going to do another show that's going to be my regular show and everything. But we got a special presentation that we're going to do to Hilda out there, so make sure y'all join us. A big shout going out to Laura out there listening in Florida. Thank you so much. Again, guys, tag all your friends out there. Post this, share it on all your favorite groups out there, guys, and just let everybody know that it's time to just reminisce and reflect on an amazing person, artist, friend, sister, daughter. She was just amazing to all of us guys out here. I remember the first time I got to interview her. I've mentioned this numerous times. The first time I got to interview her, I was so excited and starstruck because I'd already been playing her music. But this is going to be the first time I was going to be able to meet her in person. As you can see there, the date is March 16th, 2015. And I finally got to meet her. I was going to do an interview. We were all ready, and I had the camera that the 806 Unhinged magazine had me using for their magazine. So I had this camera. I was ready to go. Little shout out to Erica out there. I was ready to go and everything, and then my camera wasn't working. I was so mad, and so I kept on trying. It wasn't working, and so finally Ernestine, being the humble young lady she was like, we can do it on my phone, and then I'll just message it to you. And I was so embarrassed because here I am, little old me, and, to me, she was a superstar. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So by that time, this was actually at the Halloween Music Awards Fanfare meet and greet. By that time, she already had a whole line of people waiting. So I didn't want to really take up too much more time of hers because she had all her fans ready to sign autographs, I think. So we just did a really quick little interview here. So just want to share it with y'all.
Guys, Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio, Texas, right here at Fanfare, HelloSpace.com representing. We're out here doing the autograph session with everybody, and I have the honor and privilege of introducing y'all to Ernestine Romero, dropping it down right now at Fanfare. Thank you very much. We got the new CD coming out, new songs coming out. What do y'all got going on for us?
I have a brand new CD called Para Ustedes. It's just came out last year, and I have a brand new song on there called Que Vengan los Bomberos, and then also we have a duet with Miss Stephanie Montiel. It's called Un Ratito, so I'm really excited about that. And so we've been busy, here in town, recording as well, getting everything going.
I love it. Do we got shows coming up for you or something?
Yes, we played last night at the Cadillac Bar, but tonight we're going to be at Concho Stage at 8:15, and then and then the next day we're going to be at Club Movida on Saturday night at 10 o'clock, and then Sunday we're on Main Stage at San Saba North at 4:15.
We're going to keep her busy out there. Guys, make sure you catch one of these shows. You're going to be loving it because we're going to be popping out the best in the future. I love seeing, we always hear people saying that there's not that many female vocalists. So I'm loving this year that I'm seeing all these female vocalists out there. I love your tracks out there. So thank you so much for talking to me about it. But guys, make sure you hit us up right here. Fanfare, HelloSpace.com, Karaoke Joe.
I talk so fast. Oh my goodness. Now, this was, we had invited her to perform with us at Grasshoppers.
I just want to invite you all out to the Fanfare After Party on Saturday, March 17th at the Grasshopper in San Antonio, Texas. I'm really excited to be a part of this great event, and it's an honor to be able to go out there and sing for you all. A big shout out to throwdowninthemix.com internet radio. A big shout out to my really good friends, Mr. Johnny Chanclas and La Chiflada. And also, I cannot forget my really, really great friend, Mr. Karaoke Joe. Hey, Karaoke Joe, I have a special surprise for you, so I can't wait to see you. So I'll see you guys very soon. Love y'all. Bye.
That special surprise was a T-shirt that she autographed and everything. I was so very humbled to be able to get that.
Hey guys, it's Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio, Texas. We're live at the Hot Music Awards fanfare, and it's the 4th day. We are all wore out, but I still don't want to go home. I want to stay here. But this is the perfect way to finish the last day. We've had so many great interviews today, and I've got the one and only, the future legend. Yes, I'm going to put it out there. It's Ernestine Romero coming out there. Thank you again. I know you've had a huge schedule. You've had performance after performance. You were with us last night at the Grasshoppers. Killed it last night. And how's your experience been this year with Fanfare?
You know, it's been a great time. I mean, we've been having a blast. We always do. I mean, this is our 10th year in a row coming to Fanfare, and, you know, the second time that we've had 4 shows in 4 days. We did that last year, and it was great to do it again, but this time we go to the Grasshopper last night. So thank you, Karaoke Joe, also to La Chiflada and Johnny Chanclas. Thank you so much for having me there last night. It was a blast. Got to meet artists that I had heard of, but, you know, I finally got to meet them, so that was a great opportunity. But we've been having a blast. We just got off the stage just a minute ago, and now we're getting ready to do the autograph session later on at 5 o'clock, so we're having a blast so far.
You know, y'all's performance, I got some really good pictures that I've already posted, and I got a video and everything, and like you killed it. That whole side of San Saba was like all eyeballs on you. The fans in the very front, you had some very young fans out there that were singing every last word that you were singing. They were with you. I mean, how does that make you feel as an artist?
You know, it's just an overwhelming, feeling. You know, it's great that they know my music and, you know, they sing along, and it kind of just makes you feel like your hard work is actually paying off, and I'm actually touching somebody by them listening to my music, and it's, inspiring them to learn, the songs and continue the tradition of New Mexico and Tejano music and all that great stuff. So I'm really excited for that. It's a blessing, really it is.
Now, speaking of New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, for those of y'all that haven't heard, first of all, I don't know where you've been because it's been all over my Facebook. But for those of y'all that haven't heard, we had the New Mexico Hispanic Music Awards won out there, and you won Best Album, Best Cumbia, and Best Salsa Tropical.
Yes, I won 3 awards, and I was up for like 14 or 16 nominations, I don't remember. And I took those 3, and just getting, Album of the Year was just a topping of the cake, I swear. So it was nice.
I felt like when I saw the awards, of course the Cumbia and Salsa Tropical was awesome. But when I saw album, I was like, that was so awesome, because I remember we did the interview with you when you debuted it. Yes. And I was like, man, that's killer. I mean, all these years that you've been really putting out there. How does that feel, album of the year? Like, let's jump on that one.
It's amazing, because I recorded my first CD when I was 11 years old. This is my 9th CD that just came out. It came out in October. I won the award in January at the New Mexico Hispano Music Awards, and just since I was a little girl, like I said, I was 11 when I first recorded, and it's just been a dream of mine, to somehow win, that kind of album of the year in New Mexico. So I'm hoping that maybe I can start coming out to the Tejano Music Awards and try to get nominated, and hopefully, get an award somehow.
Well, I think with the consistency that you've been doing, here at Fanfare, you've already got the recognition at New Mexico, and it starts opening people's eyes, not only the Tejano Music Awards, TTMA, but also the promoters and everybody over here in Texas. That was one of my biggest tries when we were doing a lineup for Grasshoppers. I can tell you, we need Ernestine. She just won all these awards. We need to get out here and get some recognition on her also. So when Johnny told me that we got you, I was so excited. What future projects do we got coming up right now?
We're actually going to be, we have a really busy summer schedule coming up. You can go onto my website at ErnestineRomero.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Just look up Ernestine Romero. We have all the tour dates that are going to be posted on there very, very soon. And then an exciting other thing is that I just got added to the Tejano Cruise, a Ruben Ramos Cruise in November. So that's November 5th through the 10th. You guys can go to RubenRamosCruise.com, do all your reservations. They're doing all the reservations right now. So y'all get on that, jump on that, because it's going to be amazing, because there's so many great bands. It's hosted by Shelly Lades, so it's going to be just amazing. So you guys got to check that out. And then hopefully, start recording again.
What single are we putting pushing right now?
Right now we're pushing the single that I have out with the one and only El Gato Negro, Ruben Ramos with Gracias Señor. It's an original song that myself and Pablo Urbina from La Traición wrote. And a big shout out to him, and also a big shout out to Eddie Perez from La Calma for doing an amazing job on my music once again. I got to talk with him earlier. He was out there jamming, so great shout out to him. But yeah, I'm just really excited, with having this duet with Ruben Ramos. I mean, he's a legend in my eyes, so it's just been opportunity after opportunity. Because last year, I did a single with Stephanie Montiel with Un Ratito, and then to have Ruben on Gracias Señor, it's been great.
Now, we got the new CD here.
Yes.
And how can we get the CD?
Yeah, you can go onto my website at ErnestineRomero.com, Facebook. It's on CD Baby, it's on iTunes, all that good stuff. You can download the whole album or get the whole album on hand and through the mail. We also have brand new t-shirts, which Mr. Karaoke Joe is sporting right here. These are the black shirts. I have white shirts as well. Look how nice. Yeah, so he's my promoter right here.
That was a great moment last night when you gave it to me. I mean, it just means a lot, we've been going all over the place and everything, and it just means a lot. I am one of your biggest fans, and it's just something about your sound is very original. I love your drive and how humble you are with the fans also. It's really cool seeing you out there on stage, throwing out your music out there and your shirts and everything, but then you saw the little kids in the front, and you had to make sure you got them also.
Yes. But before we go, I just want to say a big thank you to you so much, Joe, because without him, he's been helping me out and pushing my music and Throwdown Mix, thank you guys so much. And to all the fans out there, thank you for getting on my Facebook, writing me messages. And I do all my posts and all my messages, so I see everything. So if you write me a message, I definitely will see it. So thank you guys so much, and let's all keep in touch on Facebook.
I think it's cool. Y'all know I'm during my morning show, but most of the time I tag the artist and I tag you, and it's always cool. You like the post and like the tag. You get in there, comment, and to me the fans love that because they're like, hey, there she is. And it's not your manager or your PR. It's you. Right there. Messaging them or talking to them. Also, I think that's really cool. I think that's one of the big reasons I love Tejano, because Tejano stays family and stay humble with it also. Well, thank you so much for jumping in. You got a lot of stuff going on today, and I'm super proud of you. And I cannot wait for any new projects coming up, and just keep us updated with everything.
Definitely. Like I said, check out my website, ErnestineRomero.com once again. We're revamping the whole thing now with this new CD, so check it out. The tour dates will be posted up very, very soon. And Facebook, Instagram, all those good stuff again. Thank you so much, Karaoke Joe. I love it so much. And thank you guys all out there. And un beso, abrazo para todos ustedes. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Guys, this is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from 806 on his throwdownmix.com. Time to throw down. Let's go.
It was one of my favorite moments out there. Again, thank you everybody for joining us for this special presentation of the induction of Ernestine Romero, our angel above, into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. Let's see how I got it set up here. Okay. I'm going to switch screens over here, but the way I've got it set up, we did a very special interview with Ernestine's parents, Miss Olivia and Will, and it was a huge honor. I got to thank Miss Olivia and Will for allowing me into their home. They always invite me and Elisha into their home, and thank you for allowing me in there. And then they took us to this amazing spot, and you'll see it on the video. You'll hear the story of it, but it's a two-part deal, and it's actually kind of funny because as we started the interview, we were going and everything. Mr. Will was telling a story, and then all of a sudden Elisha goes, and we ran out of memory on my phone. I was so mad. Does that sound familiar? Yes, because like I said, the very first interview we did, the exact same thing happened. So it was just a kind of a coinkydink. that happened. But again, thank y'all so much, everybody, for joining, commenting. Let me see all the hearts out there and the love buttons out there. Again, share this with all your friends out there. Share it on your favorite post, on your favorite groups out there. And the next 3 videos that I will be showing y'all will be the interview with her parents, and the final video will be the actual induction of Ernestine Romero into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. So guys, we just wanted to give y'all a little behind the scenes of one of the most incredible. This really took my breath when Mr. and Mrs. Romero brought me upstairs to this room. They said initially when they bought this house that they were told that this was a storage up here, and they were so shocked when they walked up here. And well, I'll just let y'all see. They were shocked when they come up here, and they said that was the reason that they knew that this was going to be the house that they wanted in tribute to Ernestine Romero. As you can see, the backdrop back here is a lot of articles and newspaper clippings and stuff like that of Ernestine. But I'm going to go ahead and take y'all into this very special room. And I know it's going to take y'all's breath away just as much as it took mine. So this room, they said, was a storage room. We have lined up on here on the top the Lifetime Achievement Award from the All-Star Music Awards, the Tejano Music Award Collab of the Year, the 2021 New Mexico Music Hall of Fame, and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Hispano Music Awards. As you pan around, this is what really took my breath away and took Will and Olivia's breath away, that this storage room actually has a stage, and this stage was already here. They said this was something that really was this was meant for them. This was definitely meant for them. And as you see on the wall here is all the nominations and different plaques that Ernestine had, plus the CD releases, the plaques from the CD releases. But everybody go and join me over here right quick. So, as y'all can see behind me, Ernestine's mic is right there. The autographed guitar that everybody was signing is there, and of course her boots and high heels. You know, that everybody was always knew her for. And I still look at those boots and wonder how she was able to dance, dance and all that. I've been. Thank y'all again for allowing me in y'all's home, inviting me over, and especially for always keeping me a part of y'all's journey and continuing the legacy of Ernestine Romero. Last night was an amazing event at the Hall of Fame, and it's just amazing. And people have asked me, they've been asking me for a while, you know, how come I haven't done an interview with y'all? And I told them it wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time for y'all, and it wasn't the right time for me. Y'all have seen my shows. There's a lot of times that I still play some of her music, or, you know, I end with cosas, you know, and it still chokes me up, you know, and so I wanted to wait, but thank y'all for inviting me in. I'll start with you, Will. Now I know yesterday during the acceptance speech, both of y'all were really caught up. You know, it's so emotional. The video that they played. You know, and having Gato Negro, Ruben Ramos do a tribute, having Shelly Lades do a tribute, and everybody else. It was just very, very, very emotional and everything like that. And I know there was a lot more that y'all wanted to say during it. So I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to do that. I know there was a story that you wanted to tell of Ernestine when you had told her, about the trailer and everything. Would you like to share that story with us right quick?
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, yeah. We had a booking out of town, and we were pulling the trailer and carrying the instruments. And when we finished the booking, she said, "Dad, Mom, you want to rest and sit on the back and relax and let me drive."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay." I told her, "Well, just keep it maybe 60, 65. Don't go over that." And we were taking a little nap, and when I noticed that the van was moving to the right and left, and I looked. I said, "Well, what's going on?" And I looked over, and I saw she was heading almost 90 miles an hour. And I said, "Ernestine, what do you slow it down?" I said, "We have the trailer." And she said, "Well, I'm only going 60." And she didn't know that I was looking at the speedometer. So anyway, I said, "Slow it down, man. I mean, if we get a blowout, we're going to lose that trailer."
Yeah.
So that was the kick out of that, yeah. So.
I know you'll have so many amazing stories so many amazing stories, and being on the road of, not only of her music, but just with her basketball and everything like that. And this house is a testimony of Ernestine Romero's life. I know you showed us the. Her room where, her actual furniture, that was at y'all's original house was there, and her trophies, basketball trophies. And there's a special item on there. Everybody knows that she was a huge fan of Selena. Can you let them know what's down there?
Yes, she would go and collect Selena dolls. And she would always tell me, "Mom, you could get rid of anything, but don't get rid of my Selena dolls." And I kept telling her, "Well, why don't you take them home, take them with you?"
Yeah.
And she says, "No, I want them here in my room."
Yeah.
And she had them set the way she wanted it, so
Yeah.
she would never want me to get rid of her Selena dolls, so we've kept them.
Yeah. One thing I've always noticed about Ernestine is that she was one of the most sweetest persons you'll ever meet, but she was also very firm. She was very stern about her way. She knew what she wanted. And another story that you had shared with me before was about y'all being a little bit tired. Would you like sharing that story? When you said that she said you're the one that started her in this, you remember that one?
That's right, yeah. I remember good on that. It's she always called us, and she would call and to say, "Dad, Mom, get ready. We have a booking somewhere, out of town. And we don't need the trailer, we just need the small system, so we don't have to pull the trailer." And she was doing that every time she get a booking. So then...
Now, right there is when the camera stopped. I'll tell you the remainder of the story. So, Will told Ernestine, hey, it's loading the trailer up and down, it's kind of wearing us out a little bit, and can we slow it down a little bit, and because they were doing gigs every weekend, and numerous gigs at that. And Ernestine popped up and said, "Dad, you're the one that got me into this, so suck it up, Buttercup, and let's get it going." And Will was like, I couldn't say anything because it was true, So, but let's continue on with the interview. This is the second part of the interview after we got all the memory kinks out of it. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. This is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from Big G's TC Radio with the induction of Ernestine Romero into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. This is the second part of the interview. So, we just had a recap of what actually happened when I first interviewed Ernestine Romero in San Antonio at the Town Music Awards Fanfare. The camera shut off from recording all day yesterday at the Hall of Fame. Elijah was videotaping everything. We ran out of space on my card here, so we just had to move everything over. So it's funny because that's what happened the first time I interviewed Ernestine. My camera got full, it stopped, and I kept trying to get in, it wouldn't go, and finally Ernestine was like, "Well, we can do it on my phone, and then I'll send it to you." She was always so humble and so sweet. I think that's one of the things, with with the Hall of Fame, we got to see how many people, like people were, when we got up there, everybody stood up, did a standing ovation, when we won and everything. How did it feel? I know, y'all were short on words because of the emotion built up and everything, but I mean, what was, now that we've able to reflect back on it, I mean, what would you like to say to her fans and everybody that, supported her for so long?
We want to say thank you for keeping her memory alive. And of course, all her merchandise that has been sold and is selling well, and all that's going into her foundation.
Yes.
And she was the person giving to her community. She was always giving, out to her community. And opening this foundation, we're able to give out high school scholarships.
Yes.
That's something I wanted to bring up, and I just, I couldn't. And but her fans have really helped us out by purchasing her merchandise, and all that money is going into the foundation.
That's
and we were
amazing.
able to give out 2 high school scholarships this year, and donated to 2 domestic violence shelters. So we're hoping next year we'll double it up. Hopefully.
Yes.
And we also raffled off a guitar that really was amazing. We were able to donate all that money into the foundation. So I really wanted to thank the fans, her friends and family, for all their help on doing this.
Yes.
Keeping her memory alive, and all the donations that we've gotten, for the foundation.
It's really ironic that on the last time that she won her Album of the Year, that she did include, and I've said this numerous times, that she did include in her speech, "Thank you for keeping my music and legacy alive."
Exactly.
Because that's what's happening. She's received 2 Lifetime Achievements Awards. She's received the Hall of Fame. She got her Down on Music Awards with Shelley Lattice, Little Miss Dynamite, and now upcoming in January she has the Down Roots Hall of Fame in Alice down by Corpus Christi. One of her things that she really loved doing was not only helping the young kids, but more broadening them more. Getting everybody. I remember Jeanette had told me that Ernestine was the reason that she went to San Antonio to the fanfare, because she told her, you need to come to fanfare and perform. I honestly think that came from Ernestine being so little and watching you. Can you give us some of the stories of when you had your band and when she would just sit there?
Yeah, I have a little story. She was around 2 or 3 years old, I think, and she used to love. We had a little story shed in the back. It was like 12 by 12 maybe, and that's where we had the band practicing there. And she was ready, and she was anxious, when the guys got there to practice. She would sit by me on the drums and watch me there, and she loved music. And I remember a couple of times that we were practicing, and the bass player, her Nino, he pointed and looked at Ernestine, and she was falling asleep. So I told the guys, "Excuse me a little bit. I'm gonna take her inside." The story shed was right on the back of the house. So I grabbed her, and I was taking her, and she woke up and she said, Dad, where are we going? And I told her, well, you know what? You're falling asleep. I said, but we're finished practicing. And she said, really? And I said, yeah, we finished. The guys are leaving. Well, let's go, take me back. I want to make sure. And she didn't believe it, and she made sure that we're all finished, and then she would go inside. Yeah. So she stayed there all the time, for the practice. She just loved music. I mean, that was her dream, the music. But I have another story too. I just came into my mind. We're heading to Colorado, and we were talking, and we're traveling, and she said, Dad, Mom, don't you think it's time to change my name from Ernestine Romero, whatever, and La Jovencita, because she go by La Jovencita. And we look at each other, remember, and I said, well, what name do you want to change? And she said, well, I'm not too sure, but La Jovencita is kind of like already, it's been a while already, you know, carrying that name. So that's when we brought up like, well, why don't we call you La Joven Viejita? And she kind of looked at us and she said, well, I don't know about that. But that's how that name became La Jovencita, La Joven Viejita, you know. So we had a kick out of that, yeah. So she never mentioned any more about changing her name. Yeah.
You know, that was...
We got good stories now.
That was one of the things about her. I mean, she always kept everybody laughing. That's what I love so much about her Facebook Lives. You know, like the video, the one that really hit me when everything happened was the video that popped up on my timeline when they were doing the rehearsal of Indecorosa. And the way she made David do the duck lips, you know, and you know, and then she was like, you know, hey Leonard, where's Piggy, you know, and just the way she says it, you know, and I mean, you know, it's just her glow just lit up the room, you know, and to me that's a testament of y'all. I remember the first time we came down for the candlelight vigil. We were leaving, and Elisha and Amber were talking, and Elisha was like, Dad, now I know why Ernestine was the way she was. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, her parents are like, they invited us in their house, like, you know, like I said, you know, before, you know, when I first met Ernestine, I was so starstruck, you know, because I knew her music and everything. And he was like, they invited us to their house, you know, they let us see her trophies, and you know, they brought out cookies, you know, so I could snack on, and you know, he goes, you know, they were so open and humble, you know, through everything, you know, and that's you know, the way Ernestine was. That's I think Darren Cordova said it last night, you know, that, you know, a reflection of you is your kids, you know, how your kids are, you know, and I see the same thing with my kids, you know. So I mean, how do you feel with everything going on, with all these certificates on the wall, the awards downstairs, the Hall of Fame, everything going on? I mean, she was inducted with Bo Diddley, you know, and you know, so many others out there. You know, how does that make you feel as not only as, you know, being her, you know, her manager, but now as mom? You know, how does that make you feel as mom?
We felt really well because she was so humble, you know, and she thought everybody as the same level. She didn't think of herself better than anybody else. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody was at the same level. Even the little kids that would go up on stage, you know, and she would treat them just like important people, you know. It didn't matter if it was their first time singing or, you know, somebody else, you know, she treated it all the same. Yes. You know, and she was really happy when she was able to collaborate with Shali and, you know, Stephanie Montiel, and especially Ruben, you know, Ruben Ramos. And that's another thing we wanted to mention last night, the big surprise, you know, that we got, you know, right when we had asked him if he could do you know, something for Ernestine. Mm-hmm. And he did ask us, and I think we should let the surprise out, because it happened last night. He said, of course, you know, he was so humble. Ruben Ramos was humble that Ernestine asked him to do the collaboration with her. Mm-hmm. And now he was humble to have Ernestine do or put that collaboration, Gracias Señor, on his CD. Yes. And that was a big surprise for us, because that normally doesn't happen, you know. Yeah. So we're hoping that, you know, he'll be able to include it on the Grammys and stuff, because it will be released out on his CD. Yes. So hopefully it'll continue, you know. And that's one thing that really doesn't happen with Gato Negro, you know. And this is a song, for those of y'all that don't know, Gracias Señor, was actually nominated at the Tejano Music Awards for Collab of the Year with Ernie and Gato Negro, and it was actually written by Pablo and by Ernestine.
Ernestine actually wrote also, she wrote Estúpida, which won collaboration of the year with Wilhelm's Dynamite, Shelley Lades. So to be able to have a song that her and Pablo wrote to be on Gato Negro's, album, and I know, I mean, she was always so humbled and still amazed about the fact that she was able to perform on the cruise. Yes. With Gato Negro. I mean, with you having your band and then having her sit right beside you and everything, would you have ever imagined that here she is, Hall of Famer, and performing with who everybody considers legends, Shelley Lades, Stephanie Montiel, Gato Negro. Would you have ever imagined that?
You know what? That we thought we knew she was into the music because she was dancing. 2 years old, was dancing on top of a coffee table. But you know what? We thought she was going to be a drummer because she used to watch me play the drums. Yeah. But then she kind of went to the guitar, right? And we bought him a guitar too, and she kind of played with the mariachis a little bit. But we thought she was going to be, an instrument, playing an instrument. But then, she wanted to be in front. That was her thing. She wanted to be in front with a microphone. Yes. And her dream came true, and that's what she landed up doing.
Yes. And the thing about it is, I mean, I said it last night. The Hall of Fame was not only about Ernestine Romero and her music. That was about her dream of taking all the young kids, all the young artists that she helped at the Hispano Music Awards, the young talent that she helped, like she was able to be helped, to take them to another level, and we've seen some of the artists, that have started off with her. We've heard testimonies, and not only Spanish artists, we've had country artists that called my station, and so, this microphone behind us with the glitter on it and the high heels and everything, that was her show, but her show extended to the community of the industry, it's just.
She cares so much for the young generation. Yes. Because every time we do a car show or a booking, she would tell us if the young kids come over here and want to buy a CD, give them a break. Don't charge them if they don't have money, and she will make sure that everybody was happy, her fans, because some kids didn't have enough money, to buy a CD or a T-shirt. But she would come to us and she would say, just let them have it for whatever they have. They don't have to be $10 or $15, whatever. Yeah. But she makes sure before we leave that place, she makes sure that all her fans were happy, with her, whatever they wanted. She would make sure that they were going to get it.
I remember at the last time I saw y'all at the Tejano Music Awards band there, I walked around. Y'all were at San Saba South. Y'all had an entire crowd, facing y'all as she was on stage. I got up on stage, took some pictures and everything, and then went back down. And you were handing out CDs. I mean, you were straight just going, and then you're like, KJ, can you help? And there were so many little kids that were in the front. I remember that young lady, and I never got to get her name, but there was a young lady that I gave a CD to, and she was singing every word of that concert, yes. and I remember asking Ernestine during that interview, how that made her feel, and she's like, for them to hear my music and sing it and believe in it, that's, and she said in that interview, because we were talking about the Hispanic Music Awards that she had won that year, and she's like, maybe one of these days I can win the Tejano Music Award, and how did it feel to not only know that she got nominated, but when they announced the winner, like, what?
We were excited. I lost my phone. We were yelling. We all got together to watch it on the TV, and we were so excited. We were like, just couldn't believe it, It was exciting for us, We were so happy that she finally did it, Yes.
And she had been nominated years, before, but to be able to get this one was just amazing. I do got to throw a big thank you going out to Mark Padilla and Abe Torres with the Hall of Fame for everything they did, the film that they put together. We were all backstage. I know y'all didn't get to see us backstage, but we were all backstage crying, and me and Antonio were worried if we were even going to be able to talk, and like I said, with everybody on stage, the entire family, that was a testament of Ernestine Romero, and for the people to stand up like they did in that entire auditorium, it was just amazing. What would you like to say? I'll give the mic to you, and I'll let you. What would you like to say to all the family, her followers, her fans from, all over? You got Kayla in Colorado, and and Felipe. You got all her fans all over the place. What would you like to say to them?
We want to say thank you to all the love, support that they had done for our daughter, and we want to say to the family for the support they've done for us too, and anybody that's listening out there or sending messages, we want to say thank you for the love, support that they had done for us. Yes, sir. And we're gonna keep doing it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, that was one of our dreams. I don't think people understand until it actually happens. We were having a conversation a couple of weeks ago about the Abraham Quintanilla, and people are always on him about, why don't he just let her rest? And I made a statement, but before I thought about it, and you were like, Joe, you're absolutely right. I said, it's not that Selena's the one not resting, the family's the one that's not resting, because they are sacrificing their time, because every time you do go to a tribute or a candlelight vigil or a show, it brings back the memories. But you're doing it because that's what she wanted. Yeah. You've got artists like Elvis and Prince and Michael, that, nobody's saying, let them rest. Their music is still popping, and Selena's music is still popping. Ernestine's music is still popping. She's still getting spins all over the place in Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Washington, California, all over the place. So it's something that I believe, when you say we're not going to stop, I believe that 120%. We're
still getting the support,
as long as the fans are supporting, and everything, it's, the fans are what she loved. That's why she took so long to produce the albums and get everything right. So, yes. To be able to sit there last night was a huge honor. So thank you all very much for having me, and I know Antonio felt the same way and everything, and you're our family. I know you told Jade, a while ago, you had Jade all in tears saying that she's family, and you're all family. You're our family to us, and I thank y'all for everything, for taking us today to her resting place and to the memorial. It's breathtaking, and to bring us here. Dad was joking around that we're going to make this...
we're going to call it Jovencita Club.
We're going to put some...
grand opening, down the road, yeah.
Yes, some disco lights in here.
Everybody, knew her for La Jovencita, so, so yeah. We were thinking, let's call it the Jovencita Club, make a name for it,
Yeah. Now, I know Abe was talking about when they do finish the actual hall, the Hall of Fame, the new building that they're putting up. What items are y'all thinking of putting in for Ernestine?
Her boots that she loves so much to wear. As a matter of fact, they still have some. Her last performance was for the Las Vegas Fiestas, and she would go out to the, to the grounds. Yeah. And mud or no mud, and she still has mud in those boots. And we just left them the way she had them, because she was out and about, with the kids, dancing and singing, so we just left them original the way she had left them. Yes. And that was the week before, that she had gone to do the Las Vegas Fiestas, yes. And so that's one thing for sure. And possibly another dress that she wore for the music awards, for the New Mexico Hispano Music Awards.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to finish off with that window that's right behind me. Y'all said that again, this whole upstairs here in this house, that was supposed to be a storage room, and there's a stage built here already. The mic fits perfectly right there and everything, but you were telling me about the window. Let's go and finish off with that, because to me that's all Ernestine.
This wasn't a coincidence. It was actually meant to be this room up here. And at noon, when we opened the window, the curtain, the sun shines down to her boots and the microphone, at the certain time at noon, 12 o'clock noon.
Yeah.
And you could see the sun just hit the boots and sparkle, and we know she's in a happy place.
Yeah. She's always showing us signs from the Las Vegas candlelight visual, making the sprinklers go off on you.
That's right.
To the candlelight visual at the Capitol building, raining down on us, and she made sure we were. She's always doing signs, But well, thank y'all so much for your time.
Thank you.
And I've always been real held back about doing an interview. I know there's all her fans, want to know more of, and of course the behind the scenes of Ernestine Romero. I actually had somebody tell me the other day Netflix needs to do a series, needs to do a movie on her. I don't think she understood how much she affected not only the artist but her fans. She was so humble that she didn't think she was a superstar. And I know all the artists out there watching right now, y'all probably do the same thing. We DJs do the same thing. We go do our gigs every weekend, and then we go to work, and then we go do another gig the next weekend. And we think, after a while of doing that every weekend, that we're not making an impact, that we're just out there grinding, for nothing. And everything that's been going on is testament that she was grinding for something. She was and still is La Reina in Nuevo Mexico. And whether she's jovencita or joven viejita, she's still joven, but she's always going to be in all of our hearts, and we're not stopping. We have the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame coming up, but after that, we're still not stopping. There's still more. Like you said, hopefully we'll be able to get a Grammy nod with Ruben Ramos, and that would be a huge, huge honor out there. But thank y'all so much for your time and your invitation into the house, this beautiful house.
Thank you.
And I love y'all. I love y'all so much.
I want to say thank you, Joe. You've been a supporter since day one.
And thanks to all the radio stations and DJs that play her music and support her. And support all the musicians.
I mean, it's incredible all over the country. I mean, you've got DJ Fuego in Michigan. I mean, you've got Joe Amigo Pete. You've got Joe Reyes. And
Bino.
There's just so many DJs, and of course the Tejano Nation, BNG. Tejano Nation with John with Bendina. He's always pushing all the articles, and John Henry is amazing at what he does.
DJ Peaches, we weren't able to have her over this weekend, but she was in our hearts and spirit. We thank her for everything she has done for Ernestine.
And our prayers going out to DJ Peaches' mom out there. There's so many people out there that are on the train with us. That, we're not stopping anytime soon.
And we appreciate everybody. Thank you all.
I want to say thank you to your son for helping us over here too.
Yes. That's how he gets his muscles, is the
holding the camera.
Holding the camera for me. And I remember when the interviews that we always did with Ernie, it was always him and it was always Amber. It was up there with us. Yeah, right, they were tiny back then. Now look at him.
That's right.
And another thing, I want to say thank you to God for allowing us to get this interview going.
Thank you.
And also for last night too.
It was beautiful.
We're under the stars last night with the New Mexico Hall of Fame.
It was an amazing night. But thank y'all so much. And Ernie, a big thank you going out to her because she's watching us. She's keeping our strength going, and She like she was when she was with us. She's still stern on what she wants, and she's still making her dreams come true. She is still. Well, guys, once again, thank y'all so much for joining me. This is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio's very own Big G's TC Radio. A little behind the scenes of our angel, La Reina, La Jovencita, Ernestine Romero. Pura vida, baby. Let's go.
Again, a big thank you going out to Will and Olivia for allowing me in there. That was an amazing upstairs. It's right over the garage, and they were told initially by the realtor that it was a storage area. And when they walked up there and they saw the stage and everything, they knew that house was meant for them. And as you saw on the wall there, you know, it was all their certificates and nominations and everything else like that on there. They are planning on the opposite wall, on the wall where Mr. Will is sitting there. They're planning on putting a shelf all the way across to where they can line up all her awards that she's been giving. It's over 40 awards now that she's received throughout her long legendary career. I'm going to finish off, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank y'all all for watching out there. But this is the moment that everybody was so excited about, that everybody was waiting for. And I do got to announce to everybody before this show does finish that in January 7th and 8th, in Alice, Texas, down by Corpus Christi, Ernestine Romero is also being inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. So anybody in the Alice area, the Corpus Christi area, make sure you go to that Hall of Fame ceremony. It's going to be one that's going to have us all in tears, and it's going to be another dream that she had out there, guys. But a big thank you going out to the members of the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, and for considering her and inducting her in this year's class for the Hall of Fame out there. But guys, let me finish off. This is the induction. Mr. Will was saying thank you to my son Elijah, because Elijah was the one carrying the camera all week. We didn't take my gimbal. We should have taken my gimbal, and we didn't take it. But Elijah was actually videotaping. We were sitting down in the VIP area. Myself, Antonio Reina, amazing, one of my favorite mariachi singers out there. Myself, Antonio Reina, who was also a presenter. And then Mr. Will and Miss Olivia were sitting down at the VIP tables. And Elijah was actually sitting right behind us at the next level of the auditorium. So he had a bird's eye view of the entire ceremony. But this is the induction of Ernestine Romero into the class of 2021 New Mexico Music Hall of Fame.
Time to move on and introduce our next inductee into the class of 2021. So here is the second of two ladies this evening, and we welcome Ernestine Romero. As we all know, this is a story that ended too soon, but the accomplishments speak for themselves. At the tender young age of 8 years, then merely in elementary school, Ernestine was named Valentine's Day Queen, and decided to act both as agent and artist in convincing the principal that she could handle performing at the ensuing dance. And little known to her father, as she had volunteered him to run audio. Well, as the story goes, Ernestine did what she had practiced time and time again. She imitated and sang songs by Selena. And so the story began. To the surprise of many, but not her parents, word quickly spread of this young, talented little girl from northern New Mexico. And requests for appearances rapidly followed, and soon after that, she began her recording career. She then became known by her stage name, La Jovencita. That same aggressive attitude displayed by that 8-year-old girl continued throughout her career, as Ernestine was relentless in her pursuit of reaching her goals of achieving and becoming a part of the elite Tejano music scene. Through the years, her performances and recordings were responsible for continued rising success, as she was becoming a household name in her beloved Tejano music scene. It became common for fans to line up hundreds deep for an autograph and a photo with what have now become New Mexico's version of Yes, Selena. Ernestine received numerous awards and accolades through the years and ultimately reached her goal of receiving a Tejano Music Award in the category of Collaboration Work of the Year when she recorded a duet with Tejano superstar Shelly Lades. Sadly, Ernestine was not with us when that award was presented because we tragically lost our New Mexico angel in July of 2019. After her passing, many more awards and recognitions have kept pouring in, and one more happens tonight as we welcome into our New Mexico Music Hall of Fame class of 2021, Ernestine Romero.
Who can recall her infectious laugh, her blinged out microphone with a big E on it, or maybe even one of her performances? I know I can, and I'm sure you can too. Ernestine had a way with people. She knew exactly how to make each and every single one of us feel special. Ernestine was down to earth, loved life, a pillar within our community, and of course, a music icon. Congratulations going out to Ernestine Romero, her family, her friends, and her fans. Her accomplishment this evening is just as much hers as it is just as much ours. Ernestine Romero, congratulations. We love you, we miss you, but we know that you are still with us, living on in your music, in our minds, and in our hearts.
New Mexico Music Hall of Fame, recognizing New Mexico's finest recording artists, picking up Ernestine Romero. Ernestine Romero, our love, our life, our music, through Ernestine Romero. Congratulations to all tonight's inductees to the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame, recognizing their efforts in New Mexico music, remembering Ernestine Romero during her 20-year career, performing throughout the entire Southwest, taking New Mexico music to the forefront. Ernestine Romero. Congratulations to you, Ernestine. We remember you, we love you, and we recognize you tonight.
This is Ruben Ramos, El Gato Negro. I want to congratulate Ernestine Romero on a well-deserved award, being inducted into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. She toured for 20 years and presented herself all over the United States. And I felt honored when she asked me to record a song with her. And now I want to return the honor and put her song in my brand new CD coming out. Ernestine Romero, que en paz descanse.
On behalf
behalf of myself, Shelley Lottes, I want to congratulate my friend, our guardian angel, and the family of Ernestine Romero. Being inducted into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame is quite an honor, and one that I know she definitely deserves. One thing I can tell you guys is that she always took so much pride in being from New Mexico and representing her beautiful state of New Mexico. I know her fans from there, as well as Texas and Mexico, miss her dearly, as do we. So congratulations, not only to Ernestine, but to her family and her fans. I know she's smiling down. Congratulations.
Hola mis amigos, me llamo Pablo Rina. We'd just like to say on behalf of Grupo La Traición that I was the producer and songwriter along with Mr. Aiden Perez, Eduardo Perez, de la música de Ernestine Romero. We'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for inducting Ernestine into the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. We believe that there's nobody more deserving of this award than Ernestine. She dedicated her life and her love to la música de Nuevo Mexico y la música tejana. We'd just like to say to Ernestine, we love you and we miss you, and go Cowboys.
Again, get that, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you're just barely joining on, this is the induction of Ernestine Romero to the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame. Share it to all your posts out there, guys.
is Mr. Joe Gazas, Mr. Antonio Reina. Accepting on Ernestine's behalf are her parents, Willie and Olivia Romero. And they brought a few family members along.
Again, big thank you going out to the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame for putting this together. And a big congratulations going out to all the inductees. This is an amazing class, and if everybody could once again put your hands together for this class of 2021. With myself and the amazing Antonio Reina, this is proof of what Ernestine's goal and true dream was in her music career. She always wanted to break down the borders of New Mexico and Texas and bring them together, bring the amazing music together of New Mexico and put it together with the Tejano. And she just loved it. I remember the first interview that I was able to do with her. I was so embarrassed. She was so humble. I don't think she understood the level that she was at, the people that she influenced, the other artists, young artists, the children that would run up on stage with her and dance with her as she performed. She made sure there was always kids there. I don't think she understood that. She always stayed so very humble. First interview I did with her, my camera was not working. It kept malfunctioning. And she finally told me, KJ, can you please, can we do it on my phone? And I'll just send it to you. And I'm like starstruck with her. You know, I'm like mad at myself and I'm starstruck. I'm like, yeah, sure. I was so embarrassed. And she recorded it, you know, and we did the interview and she sent it to me that evening. And it was just a testimony of how humble she was. And like I said, to work with other artists, that was her big dream, to take other artists with her. This is not only about her music. This is about everybody else that she got to work with, that she wanted to work with, that she told to go to Texas and go to our side of the state over there in San Antonio and do it. A big testimony will come from an amazing, one of my favorite mariachis out there, the one and only Antonio Reina.
Thank you, KJ. I got to meet Ernestine, I think she was about 12 years old, at the New Mexico State Fair, and I just remember seeing the image of this, the perfect little figure of this tiny little girl with this amazing long hair, but a smile that illuminated the entire Via Hispana. Ernestine wasn't just a Tejano artist, she wasn't a New Mexico music artist. She was a human that brought people together in whatever space she was in. Anybody that had the privilege of watching her perform, you saw how much she loved her music, how much she loved the audience, how much she loved la gente de Nuevo Mexico. And as Shelley and others mentioned earlier, her goal was to make sure that wherever she went, she always represented New Mexico, not just the music, but us as the people, the kindness of our state, the culture, the colorfulness, the beauty that is New Mexico. All of that was engulfed in what we all know and love as Ernestine Romero. I lovingly called her my guapa for many, many years. Her and I had a lot of conversations. We solved the world's problems, but unfortunately no one ever called us to ask us for the opinions so that way we can finish solving them for everybody. But we had some great conversations. I miss her sincerely. She was incredible. Anybody that ever had the opportunity to meet her, I mean, we just had a wonderful time. We shared dressing rooms together. I know that sounds bad, but it was in the van. We were performing together at a fiesta in northern New Mexico, and of course she kidded me often for overdressing, which I tend to do quite a bit. I overdress, you know, I'd rather be a little too much than not enough, as I always used to joke with her, but she says, just dress with me in the van, and I thought, all right, we're gonna do this, so I shared a dressing room with Ernestine Romero. But we shared so much more, you know, being with her at her wedding in Cabo San Lucas. We had such a wonderful time. Joe and I love the family so much, who've accepted us as family as well. And when Olivia called me and asked if we'd be kind enough to induct her, there was no place I'd rather be right now than right here honoring my guapa. And I hope y'all remember that name forever, because she's one of the greats and we will never see a talent like hers ever again. When you think of Tejano music, you think of the classics of Lidia Mendoza, Patsy Torres, Elida Reina, Shelly Lares, Selena, there's Ernestine Romero. Right? And for New Mexico music, we've got Antonia Apodaca and Ernestine Romero. So, en paz descanse, mi guapa, y felicidades.
We said it at her candlelight vigil. There was a young lady that was sitting right across from me. Me and my son drove over here from Texas. And this young lady was sitting across and she was crying uncontrollably all night long. And David Lee, Ernestine Romero's bass player, pulled this young lady up on stage and said, Mija, would you like to say something? And this little girl was 11, I believe, at the time. And she walked up there on stage, crying her eyes out, and she said, and this is a true testament of how much Ernestine meant. She said, when I was 6 years old, Ernestine Romero put me on stage, and I got to dance with her, and that was the best moment of my entire life. I tell all the young artists out there, if you're in the stage right now, if you're watching right now, practice as hard as Ernestine did. Work on your choreography. Work with your music. Find amazing teammates like she did. Amazing bands like this. And to the family members, be like this family right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor. If you could, stand up and raise your hands, raise your praises to the heavens above. For the one and only, Ernestine Romero.
Thank you, gracias Señor, for letting us be here tonight. And I want to say thank you to everybody, all the musicians, all the artists tonight. I have a lot of words to, I wish I could talk more, but it's about. But I want to say thank you to the New Mexico Music Association here.
We want to thank our dear Lord for allowing us to be here tonight. To everybody involved in the New Mexico Music Hall of Fame, we appreciate all your kindness. All our family, her friends, her fans. We love you all, just like she did. Thank you. God bless you.
Again, everybody, thank y'all so much for joining me for this special presentation. And like I said, I mean, while we were upstage and they did the tribute video, we were all crying. And when they had all the special videos that the people had sent, including Ruben Ramos and Shelly Lares, it was just emotional for us out back there. Me and, like I said before, me and Antonio were worried when we could be able to talk. It was just an emotional evening, and I'm so proud of Ernestine. She had a dream, and she made it happen. Through her music, to the people she associated herself with, she made it happen, and she's still making it happen. Through all the signs that she's giving us, she still made it happen. There's going to be a lot more opportunities for us to celebrate her, and I just ask that everybody out there does continue doing that. Continue requesting her music. Continue voting for her music when it comes to countdowns and everything else like that. If you haven't got all her albums, go out there and get the albums and find another favorite song of hers that you might not have known that was on the album but never released. And in doing so and buying the albums, buying the merchandise, you're helping by contributing to the Ernestine Romero Foundation, which is giving to scholarships for high schoolers and also given to the domestic violence shelters in New Mexico. There's still so much more that we can do to keep her legacy. She said it in her speech, to keep her music and her legacy alive. But it's more than just her music and her legacy. It's her dreams and her goals that she had for everybody else out there, for other musicians that worked with her, for other artists that worked with her, like Jeanette Marie. She was more amazing than she understood that she was. And it was a great opportunity. I gotta thank her parents again for including me in this and so many other events of Ernestine Romero's. And I will always be so honored and so humbled. And I just got to thank Ernestine for always including me also. She was amazing. But guys, thank y'all so much for joining me on this special presentation of the 2021 New Mexico Music Hall of Fame inductions, as they inducted our angel, our jovencita, Ernestine Romero, into the Hall of Fame. Thank y'all so much for joining me, guys, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Feel free to share this on Facebook and also the YouTube. We're broadcasting live on YouTube also. You can actually go back and watch this on your TV. If you have a smart TV, you can hook up your YouTube app and just search Karaoke Joe, and the video will be there, and you can actually watch it on your big screen also. But a big thank you going out to everybody, and a big congratulations going out to Ernestine again. Those of y'all that were watching the whole video, y'all heard Ruben Ramos, El Gato Negro, say that he is including on his brand new album the collab that him and Ernestine did, written by Ernestine Romero and Ruben. Pablo. Gracias, Señor. And so that's going to be on Ruben Ramos Gato Negro's brand new album. So make sure everybody gets out there when it's released, gets out there and gets it. And a big thank you going out to Gato Negro for doing that and honoring Ernestine and her music. But guys, thank y'all so much for joining me, and I hope y'all enjoyed the presentation out there. Sorry I wasn't able to get to everybody's comments and everything, but again, everybody, thank y'all so very much for joining me on this special presentation. I will be doing another show tonight after the Texas Tech bowl game. As soon as the game finishes, I'll jump on and jam out with y'all and play all y'all's favorite music out there. So everybody be ready, get ready to dance a little bit tonight and enjoy your evening. But again, thank y'all so much for joining me, and thank y'all for honoring our angel from up above by keeping her music alive out there, guys. Again, this is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from San Antonio's very own Big G's TC Radio. And on a side note, I know Ernestine is so very happy. That's why I had to wear it. She's so very happy that the Dallas Cowboys have clinched the NFC East and are going to the playoffs. I know she's going crazy up there, sending extra energy to Dak and all the rest of the team out there. But guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. This is Karaoke Joe coming to you straight from Big G's TC Radio in honor of Ernestine Romero. Pura vida, baby. Let's go. Little shot going out to one of Ernestine's legendary icon up there, Tony G of La Sombra. Tony, if you watch the replay, we got a video of Ernestine out there dancing to Sap Sap Sapo. Again, thank y'all so much for joining me. Have a great night. We'll see y'all here in a little bit.